Hey, what's going down? I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch network. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Keep it 100. Stay woke or get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes, y'all. It's easy. Just click the button. It's important. Visit us on Facebook, Confidence / Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Coming up, we're going to talk about D Rose getting that 50-point game of the night. Golden State Warriors, New Orleans Pelicans, Bucks Celtics, Minnesota Golden State from last night. That's what I'm saying. Go for the dub or take the L segment. Like always, we bring you quality content with strong opinions and facts. The confidence starts now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah. Let's get into a Saturday afternoon recording this a little bit after 4 p.m. Couple things going on the radar. You know, how you out there? It's all good, yo. Gotta have confidence in the clutch, yo. Just remember one thing: at confidence in the clutch, y'all. We are feared more than love, but never hated. It's all love for everybody out here. Let's get into it. D Rose, my man Derrick Rose, scores a career high 50 points in a 128-125 win against the Jazz. It was his first time scoring over 40 points since March 18, 2011. He was 19-31 for the field, 4 for 7 from the trey ball range, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. D Rose looked like he got that. He had that bounce back. You know what I mean? He's not the explosive D Rose that was coming bam and on catch that two-hand dunk with something for real. You know what I'm saying? He'd just go in and blah. Like, he was so violent in his moves, you know what I'm saying? With his jabs, his gathers, his hop step, so violent. Like, I remember when he tore his ACL. What was that? 2011? I think it was 2011 when he tore that ACL in the playoffs against Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. His shoe buckle, that was those Adidas, the name of them shoes. I bought a pair. All I know is I sprained my ankle twice within a month in those shoes, and I took them back to Foot Locker like, yo, I sprained my ankle twice. I'm not rocking with these. And I went back to Nike after that. No more Adidas. Went straight back to Nike. I bought them. I don't know what I bought. I don't know what shoes I bought next, but they was definitely Nike. I said I'm done with that because the material in those shoes was so flimsy. Even right now, the Flyknit is better than that stuff. You know what I mean? Because the Flyknit is it'll surround your foot, and the little hyper strings. I'm losing what it is right now with Nike, the technology in it, but the strings tighten really around your foot and all that stuff. So compared to that, the most lightest basketball shoe stuff that Adidas was coming out with, the Nike had that fly wire. That's that wire to go anyway. But when he landed and his shoe buckled, I knew it was them damn shoes. Them shoes offered him no support for doing those type of movements because they always buckled, and it gave out on his leg and his knee. I wouldn't even be with Adidas no more, but cash rules everything around me. Dollar bills, y'all. So that night, also on Wednesday, Golden State beat the New Orleans Pelicans 131-121. Golden State moved to 8-1 and 0, dropped to 4-3. Steph Curry leads the league in scoring. I mean, he's scoring 33 points a game. He's averaging 55% from. Hold on. Y'all know me. He's averaging 55%. Oh man, that's the wrong thing. Come on now. There's too much going on with the buttons, man. Okay. Steph averaging 55% from the field. He's leading the league in total points at 297. He's scored over 30 points in all but one game this season. Well, 2 now, but anyway, we'll get to that later. he's made 55 three-pointers at 53% from the field. So 55% overall, 53% from the tray ball line. Come on, every other tray ball is going in. That's ridiculous. Just think about that. Think about when you at the gym. Think about going to the game. For a player, look at yourself. Every other tray ball you hit went in. You know how much an asset you are to your team. They looking for you. They running you off screens at the gym. They trying to make sure you get the rock. But he's not coming off screens all the time. He is. He getting open, but he's also taking cats off the dribble, which make it. That's what make him one of the great shooters. I know Reggie Miller. I know Ray Allen. I know all of that. They didn't have to handle that Steph got. Cause he coming down, pop, quickly. Oh, pow. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Fade left and right. Like, man, I get it. I get it, man. If Ray Allen at his prime, and if Reggie at his prime played in today's game with them rules, then we can have a whole total different conversation about the best shooter of all time. So we got to fall back when we say Steph the best shooter of all time. I understand what I've seen, but we got to take these rules into a thing. And it's not just me get off my lawn getting old, right? It is what it is. When we really look at it, we can look at it subjectively or objectively. You know what I mean? So we got to understand the caveats, the differences. You know what I mean? Could you imagine Jordan in this where they can't touch him, where they can't fore him, where they can't hand check him? There would be, man, Jordan averaged 50 probably. All on the mid-range. You know what I'm saying? All on the mid-range, going to the hole. Like, come on, man. The post game. Even Jordan in the 90, 96. Come on, man. So that's the thing. But you put these cats in the rules from them, would they be able to do what they do? Some of them would. Just like some of them people from that time frame wouldn't work. With Patrick Ewing working today's game, y'all. With Akeem Olajuwon working today's game. It's just something to think about. But Steph Curry is 55 3-pointers, right? So he's the next player behind him has 19. No, the next player behind him is 19 behind, I should say. Walker has 36. Kemba down in Charlotte. He had 36 3-point. So Steph is 19 ahead. Okay. The Lakers. They lost that night, right? The Lakers have lost 4 games by 5 or less. Remember, they lost Brandon Ingram for 4 games. They lost Rondo for 3. The bad thing about the Lakers in that Minnesota game, they had a 16-point lead with 4 minutes left. The Lakers are the top 3 offensive team in the league, bottom defensive team. I think you can't outscore people and win a game. This ain't college. This ain't AAU. You're gonna have to play some D. And throughout the time, it will go. We'll touch back more on the Lakers later on, but it will come through, and they will play better D. Thursday game of the night saw the Bucks 7-1 lose to the Celtics 6-2. It was the Bucks' first loss of the season. The Celtics set a team franchise for 3-point field goals made with 24 and 3-point field goal attempts with 55. They're one off the NBA record the Cleveland Cavaliers set last year with 25 3-point field goals made in a game. The Bucks are tied for the best start in franchise history with the 71-72 team. Kyrie Irving had 28, and this is the first game of the season. He's coming back from his injury. He looked like Kyrie. I mean, he was catching it, just draining tray balls. He was 6 of 12 from the tray ball line. Al Horford had 18 points and 8 assists. Gordon Hayward, they inching him back, getting him back confident in his knee and in his leg, because he, you know, they gotta bring him back the right way. Confidence means a lot. Confidence means a lot when it comes to coming back from a tragic injury like Gordon had. So Giannis for the Bucks had 33 points, 11 rebounds. Middleton had 16, 4 and 5. Brogdon had 16 and 6. The thing about Milwaukee is I knew they bench wasn't up to par. When these cats shooting threes and y'all shooting twos, you know what I mean, they made a historic clip for their franchise, one off the NBA clip. So you take 5 threes away, maybe the Bucks win that game. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So the Bucks Giannis is a top 3 MVP candidate. Him, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi right now. No, I'm sorry. Him, Anthony Davis, and Steph. Kawhi is the fourth. We got a 4-headed monster. Remember KITK? We picked Steph Curry before when our NBA preview, yo. Steph Curry is our MVP. He's showing it right now. If he sustains, he's the MVP of the league. I knew it was coming. I saw it coming. He worked on his game to make him even more elite, yo. Right, moving on. Friday's game of the night, we saw the Minnesota Timberwolves lose to Golden State Warriors. Minnesota 4-5 on the season. Golden State 9-1. Picked the game because of the saga. D Rose seeing what he's gonna do after that 50-point game. Also, I wanted to see what's up with Butler. And see if Karl Anthony Towns step up, because we know the Golden State Warriors don't have that post presence like that, but they got people that play in the post that helps out the team tremendously. Durant led all scorers with 33 points, 11-19 from the field, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Steph had 28, 9, 7, and 2 steals. Clay had 22 and 4 rebounds. Wiggins led Minnesota with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Jimmy Butler had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Karl Anthony Towns had 13 points and 11 rebounds. D Rose left with an ankle injury and didn't return in the first half. Right. So, we can't expect D Rose to go out and do it. It was just a good story. We can't expect, trade Jimmy Butler. Nah, D Rose did what he did, man. And all the stuff he went through with the alleged rape of a young lady, of a former ex-girlfriend, and all that stuff. That's something we not touching. We wasn't there. We can't speculate on everything and how it went down. But one thing I can say is I hope all parties involved are okay. Because I know it's going back to the appeal. So the young lady lost before, but now they're going to appeal the case. So I hope, those are trying things. I hope justice to prevail. I know just reading all the stuff that happened. I didn't like what happened. What the facts. I didn't like the facts that were put out there. I didn't like how things looked. I didn't like that. So we always got to be careful how we treat women, knowing we got daughters, nieces, sisters, mamas, aunties. So we got to be careful how we treat women. That's all I would say. Now, or allegedly how we treat women, right? That's the fair way to say it. The ones that do the garbage to women, we got to be careful because of the way they do it, y'all. You understand me? All right, let's go for the dub or take the L real quick. Cleveland, J.R. Smith wants to be traded after his second did not play coach's decision. I'm saying he's going for the dub right there, man. Y'all ain't going to play me. They told him and Kyle Korver, they going to sit. They sat up for 2 games. Ty Lue said, no, man, I'm bringing them back. J.R. Smith, the champion, he going to play. They want to play younger guys. J.R. said, I want to get traded. The NBA looking into possibly finding him. He didn't come out and really say, I want to get traded, because that's in the collective bargaining agreement. But, it is what it is. It's up to the team if they want to find him for that. They need to move him. Where they going to move him to, though? Is the thing on the mind of everybody is that game 1 of the finals last year against the Warriors, when he dribbled out, didn't shoot, and looked like he mild to said he thought they was up or whatever, and LeBron sent for him on that bench during that time, and people overblowing that. But that's just in a competitive moment of the game, man. You got to rally your troops, or you're going to sulk, or you're going to be mad or pissed off. It is what it is. But all the stuff that happened last year with D Wade coming, and he lost his starting position and all that stuff. And what I'm saying? JR was working hard and cleaned up his image and all that. So now he want to get out of Cleveland. Everybody knew once LeBron left, they need to just go ahead and gut and rebuild. And they wasn't going to be formidable as one of the top 8 teams in the Eastern Conference. Everybody knows that. And now K Love had surgery on his toe last night, yesterday, Friday, whatever. His status will be updated in 6 weeks. So that's the L for Cleveland. This a wrap now. We ain't playing Kyle Korver. We ain't playing J.R. Smith. Kevin Love injured. They're taking the L now. So that means trade him. Trade K Love can't get traded until like December or January. So that's perfect. So once he come back, shows he's healthy. He go past the physical. He go get to play with somebody. I wouldn't mind K Love going to Portland. They got some cats, but they ain't got K Love. You put K, but I don't know. K Love need to go somewhere. Damn. Portland will be all right for K Love though, maybe. I gotta watch Dame Lillard and them. They shoot a lot, him and CJ. K Love seemed like he could fit in there, but K Love, I want K Love to go somewhere we can ball out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we're going to get to 25 and 12 K Love from Minnesota no more, though. I don't know if we're going to get that K Love, but we got to see. So we'll see. WNBA, they opts out of their CBA. We talked about this on another pod. The 2019 season is not in jeopardy, but 2020 is. And it's an Olympic year. You want more money, more BRI. The problem is the NBA makes a profit. The WNBA has never made a profit. But I understand most of these teams are owned by NBA teams, and they need to put money for, as far as the travel, they shouldn't be taking regular flights where I can sit next to one of the WNBA players. They need to take charter flights and things like that. They need a little bit more. Of course, they ain't getting $30 million deals, but they need to be making, some of them need to be making at least $1 million. I mean, that way they wouldn't have to go overseas. Like, they lead the WNBA season, and then they got to go straight overseas. You know what I'm saying? I think that's foul. I really think that's foul. Keep these players here. They can do more for the communities if they here. They can help out more. They can train together in the off season a little bit more. They be leaving from like October to March, then come back, chill for a little bit, go to the WNBA training camp, ready to go mid-May. I don't know about that. So I hope they figure it out. You know what I mean? It's a dub for the players because they're going to have to get this money. Now, we know that the NBA gets 50% basketball-related income. WNBA is reported to get 22. So they're not going to get that 50, but I can see 35. You know what I mean? How we going to split the money if we ain't making the money? That's the catch. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love the WNBA. I love women's basketball. You know, I'm a retired girls basketball coach, 17 years, very decorated. So, it is what it is, but I hope they get it together with that, and I hope they come to an amicable agreement where all parties are involved. And if they got to dig deeper into them pockets, the owners, go ahead. You know what I mean? Because the product is getting better. It's a young league, like 20 years in, right? 21, 22 years in. So it's a young league still in the scope of how old leagues are. So, let's get it together for them. It was reported by ESPN that Luke Walton yesterday got chided by Magic Johnson. Conversation was loud, rhetoric, frustrating about the Lakers' start to the season. Remember, Brandon Ingram suspended 4 games. Rajon Rondo suspended for 3 games. These are all new players, down there half the roster. They got 1-year contracts. They got LeBron James. We got to chill. You can't say one thing and do something else. I don't like people like that. We all good. We gonna take it slow, and then when it don't start out the way you expect it to go, then is what the fuck is you doing? I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn what type of competitor you is. I don't care how successful you were in other businesses. Just let's keep it where it is, though. You know what I mean? Now the flip side of it is, if those are just the conversations you have and it's reported, I don't mean the shit is true, right? People make mistakes. People can infer. People can hear. Unless you was in the room, you don't know what the fuck was said. So who was outside the room listening, ear hustling to know what the fuck was said? That's what I'm getting at. So we might be worried about something. LeBron said he ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows when LeBrons go to teams, they have historically slow starts. When he got drafted by the Cavs, when he went to Miami, when he was talking to Pat Riley, then you ain't thinking about coming down from the booth. No, Spoelstra got y'all. They won two titles, went to 4 finals. Went back to Cleveland with David Blatt. Started out slow. Next thing you know, next season, David Blatt got fired. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Went to 4 finals. Get them to Christmas. Then we talk about what's happening with the Lake Show. All right. Last night, the Wizards were booed off the court as they lost. They're 1-7. You know what I mean? Going back to that Magic Johnson and Luke Walton, that's an L because that shit shouldn't have got out. Somebody in the Lakers organization is fouled. Nobody should have knew that happened. So that's an L for the Lakers organization. For the Wizards getting booed off court by fans, that's a dub. They 1-7. They just got Dwight Howard for the first game. They need to figure it out. John Wall gonna be making like $40 million a year the next 3-4 years after this season. Bradley Beal is a bona fide killer shooter. Man, they got to get it together. I don't know if it's time for the coach to go or one of them guards got to go. But what they gonna get for one of them guards? And that's what we got to look at. But the fans booing them because they don't perceive that the team is meshing together and they're having the best effort that they need to have. I don't have no problem with that, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So let's see. Jimmy Butler yesterday let reporters know when he sits out, he sits out. You know what I mean? He's he's sitting out for rest, nothing else. Jimmy says he won't play in back-to-back shit. You know, that's what he was telling. He told the media, quote, "If all of this talk wasn't going on and I sat out because my body was sore, you would not be asking me things like that," end quote. That's what Butler said. Now, and the report after that said, you're right. He said, I know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I feel Jimmy like, man, listen, I'm doing my thing. I'm not planning back-to-backs, you know what I'm saying, like that. My body got a whatever. So I feel Jimmy on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel him on that. And so he went for the dub. He just had to tell him, man, stop asking me about, am I not playing because I want to get traded? Because I'm trying to save my body because I want to get injured because I want to get traded. No, I'm dedicated. I'm doing what I need to do. They know I want to get traded. Until I get moved, I'm here. But I'm not playing in back-to-backs if I don't feel like it because my body hurts. But for the dub, Nick Saban won their big game against LSU this weekend. On kicking or receiving, if they win, the coin toss in today's highly anticipated game versus LSU this evening. He says, I hope we elect to kick. He said, I hope we elect to kick ass. Like, oh, okay then. No doubt. Now, LSU's a pretty good team. I think their best player on the team is suspended for a targeting hit for the first half. Some garbage like that. I don't get that shit, but they expect these football players to make split-second decisions and raise up and hit with their shoulder and twist off the quarterback when they hitting them. And man, they're running fast as hell trying to hit somebody. Like, you're asking that. I understand the intentional shit. And when you stand over people and all that, I get it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm down with Nick. That was the dub. I hope we elect to kick ass. No doubt. Finally, 50 and Iggy Azalea, that her name, comes to Nicki Minaj's defense with Steve Madden. You know what I'm saying? Steve Madden was talking about a deal or something that Nicki never had. And Iggy was like, yeah, you gave it to me, but you really wanted Nicki to do it. Nicki didn't want to do it. Nicki said the shoes was whack or whatever. And Steve Madden was talking about Nard and 56 came up with the article that he did in 2015 when he did say he was doing something with Nicki. And then Steve Madden had to come back on and apologize. Just go for the dub. Dub for 50. And dub for Iggy, man. You know what I'm saying? For coming out supporting Nicki. I'm tired of everybody trying to shit on Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nicki ain't no bully, fam. Like, Lil' Kim and them tried to bully Nicki. Nicki wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? Remy Ma tried to bully Nicki. Nicki ain't going, man, right now. You know what I mean? I love Nicki. Nicki thorough on the borough. I like all female rap. I don't understand why it's always our female rap artists got to have beef with somebody else. Why they just can't all be great. We don't say J. Cole is beefing with Kendrick Lamar, is beefing with Drake, is beefing with that little bullshit they go through, shit, and they ain't be whatever afterwards. You know what I mean? So we need to just keep it together on that note. And not with all that garbage stuff, man. I just don't like that. I really don't like it. I got some album reviews to do for y'all. I'll do them next time though. I gotta listen Quavo one more time. One more time I gotta listen to Quavo and I give you how I feel. And I gotta listen to LMA one more time. I did listen to Esperanza Spalding's new album last. I got to listen to that one more time. So next week it'd be a power pack. I got like three album reviews. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm getting ready. Me and Kels having our Love Affair Discussions podcast a little later. So I'm getting ready for that. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the next couple of days or whatever, I'll be back out here with something for y'all. So just always remember, whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke and get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. It's important. Visit us on Facebook /Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Be safe. Peace. Three, two, one. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence
4, 5, 6.
in the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.